Yeah.
What's your memories of that? I know you were an assistant at the time, but just.
Yeah, I can't remember if it was '05 or '06. I don't remember specifically, but he was a super nice kid, first of all, and he was a smart kid. I remember that, and he was a dynamic player. He was one of those guys. He played defense, but dabbled a little bit in offense. And but yeah, I was an assistant, and just very aware of the situation. I remember when all that went down, and it's just a very sad situation. With what all of a sudden you're a kid going off to college and you're trying to focus on what you got to do here, and it happens a lot. Sometimes these kids, they get distracted or pulled by things that are going on at home that they have no control over, and all of a sudden you have a crisis situation. And next thing you know, Ray stepped up and brought his brother in. And, it created some interesting dynamics, obviously, and just remember that there was, I think our compliance had to do waivers and things like that. There was lots of stuff, just little things, like trying to get him to school and just helping them with some basic humanitarian type needs. And so there was that process that was going on, and I remember that, some of the wives and stuff trying to work together to help them. But certainly a very unique story and probably be a very compelling movie when it comes out. I don't know much about it other than that, though.
Not just Clemson, but elsewhere in college football, how much have things changed between now and then in terms of better support networks to help kids who are
man, it's night and day. I mean, it really is. I mean, the rules are very different from where they were certainly when I played, and even back then. I mean, it's just with the way the rules have changed from being able to feed your players, and then obviously the money's very different, the stipends and all that stuff, and just a very different situation. And then now they've got the emergency funds and all those things where those things are available to where players can tap into that, and whether it's they need to get home or they have some type of crisis going on. I mean, so there's been a lot change since then, but that was definitely a tough situation for Ray at that time, and his little brother Famar.
Coach, something we've heard from your players after these last 3 games is this idea of leaving no doubt on the field. And I wanted to ask if you knew kind of the origin of that phrase within the locker room and what that means to you for this team to not leave any doubt when you take the field.
I mean, the origin, I have no idea. It's probably been around for 100 years.
Just with this season.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that maybe just the nature of who we've played, probably more than anything. I think they probably felt like they left a little doubt out there at Texas A&M, and then there was obviously some chatter going into that game, and public smack talk, if you will. And I think our guys were like, hey, well, let's just kind of want to leave no doubt, and when this one's over, hey, that's on us. We left some doubt. Let's don't leave any doubt. And I think that was kind of a mindset. And then you got to go play Syracuse. Well, they beat us 2 years ago, and then last year it was, we got lucky and whatever. And so I just think that's kind of a mindset from some of the leadership of these guys. They want to play well, and when they walk off the field, they don't want to have a lot of discussion about it. And so far they've been able to do that.
Dabo, during the preseason, Trevor was saying one of his goals this year was to become more of a vocal leader in the locker room. Have you noticed an improvement in that area from him?
Oh yeah, I mean he's, and no doubt. I mean, he has done it. I'm so proud of that kid. He's been amazing. Again, this time last year, he's just trying to, go do it. But he has asserted himself as not just the leader of the offense, but one of the top leaders on this team. And he's got great energy. Just really knows when to kind of turn it up and turn it down. I mean, I'm just super proud of him. Has a great head on his shoulders. Just really a breath of fresh air, joy to be around every day. Handles mistakes well, He's just got unbelievable mental toughness, and he's just going to get better and better. He's pretty good. I'm kind of glad he's had a little adversity, to be honest with you. I think that's good for him, and I guarantee you he'll respond.
Dabo
said
Davis is
yesterday
turning a lot of heads around the league, not just here locally, with his play the last 3 games. With your need for defensive line coming into the season, how much of a luxury it is to have a kid that young advancing so fast?
It's just a blessing. And that's why we've been successful, is we've done a good job in recruiting. We can be the best coaches in America, but if we don't recruit well, we're going to get average quick. It doesn't matter what we know. It's all about the players you got, and the type of players that they are, who they are, their commitment, their character, their effort, and so it's not just getting talent, it's all of that stuff. So we've done a good job of recruiting and evaluating guys and developing guys, because not everybody's going to walk in here and be Tyler Davis, but occasionally to be able to get a guy like a Tyler, a Christian, a Dexter that can walk in here and from day one be impactful. It's a huge shot in the arm for us, because we're going to always lose players, and then we'll have other guys that'll step up and be ready. But from time to time, you get a special freshman like that. But he's a heck of a player. His motor runs. He's fast. He's physical. He's really smart. He's technically improving, and just going to get better. But he's off to a great start.
Sean said yesterday, speaking to the freshmen, that this group has bought in better than any group he's ever seen, and that as a small senior class, he's appreciative of how they've just kind of bought in and fallen in line.
Yeah, we're in 17 mid-years. 15 of them made a 3.0 or better. They're just – it's a good group. It's a good group, and we've got several going to play, and several going to be able to hopefully play their 4 games and get them back. Save a year of eligibility, but it is a very good group. Just about their business. Proud of them in the start that they've had at this point.
This is your 150th game as a head coach at Clemson coming up this week. How have you grown the most when you look back from game 1 until now as a head coach?
Yeah, I didn't know that. Don Munson told me that last night, and I was like, wow, that's crazy. How have I grown the most? I got like 5 pages of loose leaf paper that I keep, and I just kind of, I titled it "What I've Learned as a Head Coach," and I just write stuff. I'm up to like page 5 now. I just write little notes on it along the way. I'd have to go back and look at that and see what the main thing I've learned, but probably just how I manage my time. I think that's probably the biggest thing, and I would say probably for any new head coach, it takes a little while to kind of figure that out, because there's just no way you can be very, very prepared for a job, but until you do that job, there's just no better teacher than experience, and so sometimes you just have to. It's like teaching a class, for example, for the first time. You can go to school and train to be a teacher, and now it's your chance to go have your class and teach your class and go through that first years of lesson plans and so forth. And it's you just don't know what you don't know. And then the next year, you learn. And you learn, okay, what's really important, what's not, how to manage your time, how to be more efficient because there's 24 hours in a day and you need 25, so. Just being very organized and detailed and efficient in that area. I think that's probably one of the biggest challenges for any head coach, because there's just, when you first get a job, there's just so much to do. And just from an organization, processes, philosophies, the people, just getting everything, the synergy that you need to be successful. It's a very hard thing. And so in the initial stages, it's just a natural instinct, to just, do too much, and so you can become inefficient that way. And so it takes a little while to kind of figure out, like I said, and kind of get things in order the way you want. so that you can be efficient and really manage, your time and the organization the way it should be. Probably the biggest thing.
Do you keep those papers with you and add to them like all the time, or do you leave them at home and come back?
No, all the time. In my notebook. I just, random. It's on my mind because I just wrote something down. I wrote 2 things down the other day. I was like, you know what? And I just pulled it out, just stapled 5 pieces. I need another piece of loose leaf paper. And I just write random things down, just things I learned along the way. I don't know why I did that. I think I did it in the very beginning because somebody asked me, like in my first year or second year, it's like, what have you learned as a head coach? I'd be like, so I don't know, I just put out a piece of paper and I was like, what I've learned. And I just started writing things and I've just kept it every year, I just stays in my notebook. I forget about it most of the time. And then I forgot that's in there. Sometimes I'll clean out my notebook and I'll just write random things that I've learned. I'm always learning. Got a long way to go. When I grow up one day, it's going to be awesome.
We
talked about how dangerous Charlotte is. I mean, you're not surprised by the Citadel going to Tech and winning, or Army taking Michigan to overtime. You're not surprised by all that.
No, that's college football. I mean, heck, Citadel was probably Alabama's toughest game last year, till Georgia. I'm just telling you the truth. Citadel beat South Carolina. I don't know, somewhere here in the near future, the not too long ago future. That's not a shocker. Georgia State went over and beat Tennessee. It's football. It's college football. Anything can happen, especially early in the season, because nobody knows anything about anybody at this point. They really don't. It's just we get all these expectations early in the year and just new people and things happen and anybody can beat anybody on any given day. So yeah, there's no this bunch come in here and beat us. Ain't no doubt about it. We go out there and turn the ball over and play like crap and they could embarrass us, but we try to I think that's important for us this week to show some maturity on how and the respect for the preparation process. And that's one of the reasons we've been a very consistent program is we get ready for what the opponent does, but it's always about Clemson. It's always about a standard of Clemson and a winning performance and pride in that. And that doesn't change. We will not prepare any different this week than we will for whoever. It's all the same. And I think that's created confidence in our preparation and belief in what we do and consistency. But every game's the biggest game. It's the biggest game of the year for us. And that's a mindset. But sometimes you have teams that are a little immature. They don't respect or have the humility that they should have, for the preparation process. And next thing you know, you start playing to an opponent or a name or a record, and you get beat. And that's a bad way to be. And but so that's a part of this week for us. Do we have the focus and the maturity and the leadership to prepare to the standard? And I don't have any reason to think that we won't.
Coach Amara got a couple punt returns on Saturday with DK out of the game. Will you kind of take turns with those guys on Saturday, or do you just go back to DK full time?
Yeah, we'll just keep working them. We'll see. We'll just see how it goes, and both those guys are on deck, ready to go. So both can do it.
All right, thank you, Coach.
All right.